Easy, mate. There's no need to swear. Calm down.
We're going to have this last one and we'll be on our way, alright? Is that okay? Get in the hump because he called last orders half an hour ago.
Typical.
Beware the
Our last orders today, we're going to be trying and reviewing Murphy's Drow Irish Stout.
Okay.
None of us has ever had it.
Draft Irish Stout.
Yeah. I was testing him and he passed.
English never was me strong point.
But yeah, so we've got the Dannies on the go.
The old Danny Murphy.
Is this one meant to be like
It's like got a widget in.
Yeah, widgety grub.
Yeah, is this meant to be like Guinness?
I thought they stopped doing
Widgety
widgets.
What is it? What
like
is
a-
that supposed to do anyway?
It's like a ball bearing kind of thing in the can.
Is that supposed to do like what an aerosol does, where it makes
I don't know what the-
clear?
I
makes
don't
it
know.
Smooth.
I thought for some reason Guinness have stopped putting widgets in or something, or am I tripping?
If they have, what are you doing?
But it's got a widget in. Right, okay.
So this one's actually non-alcoholic.
Yay! Not in this boozer. Not
It's-
under my roof.
4% ABV. So not too heavy duty. The last one we tried was 7, so this is 3% less.
I respect it.
This should just be a nice
Are you gonna
drinkable.
try and pour yours the same way you did last time, or?
Nah, because it hasn't told me to.
Charlie, no one... I don't think that exists the way you did it.
It does, I've done it. In fact, I am gonna.
That smells
Oh,
very nice.
Yeah,
All over
I
the-
am
what the
doing. That's how you do it. Look,
Nah, mate.
that's how you do it, and it'll settle. This is a proper
Nah,
stout.
Charlie, this is how you do it.
Mine started going weird then. Went on the floor.
Legit.
That's how you do it.
First
boss.
juice on the floor, mate.
Yes, all over the new carpet.
But that's why you get pub carpet for the slaughter.
Right. There is a crest on the front of that. Is that something to do with
Put one in
Ireland?
front of that ashtray so they can see what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
drinking, kid.
Yeah, not in front of the light.
But look at that, guys. That is a very nice poured. Let's get that Carl's.
Yeah, let that sit.
Out of the way.
Let that sit.
Look at that.
How's yours
Very
looking?
nice.
Looking boom.
It's like a 2-finger whitehead at the moment.
Look
Very
at
good
that.
head retention.
Look at that. That creamy, proper creamy
Ooh,
head. on
yeah.
it. That's what I like to see from a stout. The last one we had, if you watched the video before, banoffee pie one, it was like a beer that had been tinted black, and it wasn't a proper stout.
Go back and watch it. Can you even see like beneath like the white head? There's like even more like white bubbles, like another layer.
That just needs to settle.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
not
that is.
complaining. It looks really
Yeah,
nice.
I seen something out on a bear review that the smaller the bubbles, the better it is. If you see big
Yeah,
bubbles,
I've heard that.
I mean, why
yeah.
would you want big oxygen bubbles in the drink?
I don't know, but let's give it a little smell and see what you're picking up on.
I can just smell the typical Guinnessy. What I want to smell. What I want
Yeah.
to smell when I've got a stout in the end.
Yeah. On the last episode, I was saying like, I mean, don't quote me, but apparently there's like 4 ingredients that go into making ales and stuff. And
Is that
were
stouts or just beers or just ales?
No, you've got it, but that one-
Are you certain before you start saying this on all your
well,
episodes?
from what I know, it's like barley, yeast, water, and hops.
What's
Right,
hops?
okay.
I thought hops was just a carbon.
I thought they recently added more hops.
I actually thought that, but hops is actually, and don't quote me, it's a plant from like the same family as what weed's from. So like the plant grows really tall and it buds,
Really?
and like that's what the hops are. It's like a bud from the plant.
Could you roll it up and smoke it?
I don't know.
Don't go and
But
turn all
have
your
you ever
lights.
like drank like a Heineken or like a Carlsberg, and when you open it, you can sort of smell the aroma of like weed.
Desperados stink of a 20 bag.
Well, it's from the hops. Because
I
it's
don't know,
from the same
I think
family.
that's-
Wait a
It's
minute.
tequila.
So the hops just grow in normal? Because I'm assuming they just grow on normal trees.
Well, yeah, it's like a plant.
But these plants just in the normal woods that would go past now.
Nah, I think they grow in like
Like
damp,
farms.
damp areas. But don't quote me.
I
But they
wouldn't- I
grow
wouldn't
really
quote them.
tall. They grow really tall anyway.
I'd never quote you on
Isn't it
that.
ironic that everything you want never grows just in the normal woods?
But moral of the story, anyway.
Like weed. What?
But I've been looking into brewing your own beer and stuff like that, and like the difference between like ales and like lagers and stuff, and like what they're saying is the dark ales or stouts maybe, they put the hops in right at the beginning and like brew
So
the
it's like
life out of
fermenting
it.
kind
They
of
brew the life out of it. No, because they brew it at a
Oh,
temperature
right,
of like
yeah.
140 degrees Fahrenheit. But then like ales that are sweeter and less bitter, they sort of brew the yeast and the water and the barley, and then right at the end, after like the brewing's finished, they throw the hops in and just like get the sweetness out of it quick, and then get
So
it
it's
all
like
out.
having a cup of tea.
Yeah.
How long you leave the tea
Yeah,
bag
exactly.
in for?
That's what the hops are.
Right, let's go.
And that distinguishes between the bitter and the sweet.
Have one, just sup it once.
No,
Sip it and label.
No, I don't think
No,
that's
Sip it and label.
That's not the way to
Sip it and label.
Alright.
Oh, so much better.
Nah, that's not for me.
That's a stout.
That tastes like water, mate. That's very thin and watery.
It's not carbonated. But it's not supposed to be,
Even
is
the
it?
scent, right? When I smelt the aroma, it smells like water. Like it's watery. That is not a strong. I want to go. Damn, that's strong. That it's watery.
No, do you know
When
what?
it went in my mouth, it's half of that's water.
No, it's smooth.
It's smooth.
You're mistaking it for smooth.
No,
If that's what smooth is, listen, I've done 2 ale reviews in my life. If smooth means watery, it's not for me. Not in the short line.
There's barely any carbonation.
yeah, there's not supposed to be.
No, no.
But what there's a level, isn't there? Guinness is your stout kind of level to go off. That's like they sell Guinness everywhere
Yeah,
because it's the #1 stout, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's got to be compared to that. And I love a Guinness. And when I put the glass down and the guzzle was over, I wasn't like, that instantly tastes better than a Guinness.
No.
Well, I didn't. That didn't cross my mind.
But I'm not...
The taste isn't great.
Bear in mind, it's not a Guinness versus
No, it's not.
Danny Murphy's. It's... But bear in mind, look at that head retention.
I'm sure there's loads of drinks out there that are better than Guinness that no one knows about.
I think this is nice.
Yeah, so do I.
And with this as well, you can't be comparing it to like an ale. It's a stout for a reason.
I ain't
It's a
comparing
different neck of the woods.
I've got
Yeah.
nothing to
No, that was
compare
me.
it.
I
It's a
compared.
got
different
nothing-
neck of the woods.
I've got nothing to compare it to.
No, but
That
what I'm saying
is
is...
not for me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you got loads of stouts next to each other,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be like, oh right, this is this is like a league of its own.
Yeah, I think it's. Do you know what it is? I think I've never had something that's so not carbonated.
Yeah, that's why you're tripping.
Yeah.
So, have you had Guinness before? Like,
Yes, Guinness is more carbonated than that.
I don't know if it's carbonated. I don't
That's
know if
the
that's the
wrong
word,
term.
but yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's no bubbles in it, but there's
Carbonated
some-
is like the only word we can use for the people to understand what we're
you
referring
are
to.
right. That is ridiculously smooth.
It's almost like it was carbonated once, but it's been left out,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
it's flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. Like it was left in the fridge
Like
overnight.
it's not
open.
it's not its true best peak form
Yeah.
of itself.
Yeah, but hold on a sec.
It's been left a
Go
bit.
off the actual. I'm going off like what's the aftertaste?
This is what I'm trying to say.
The initial taste and the aftertaste. None of them check the box for me there.
I could drink a load of them.
Really?
I could drink a load of them.
What?
I
Get the
could-
first one back, I'll absolutely neck a load
So
of
if
them.
we went in the another boozer, not the slaughtered lamb, if we went and won like the Commodore, and they served that on draft and they give it you, and you're at the table now, you would be happy with that.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. And
Really?
and if there was no Guinness and I was in it, if I've just played at 18 holes, I've just done golf, I'm hitting the golf clubhouse, and it's one of them where they've got like, you know, where they haven't got all the typical beers. They've got like weird ones like Tetleys and stuff. It's like their best thing, and it's like, what? Can I have a normal beer? And it's like not Stella, it's like Crystal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was the version of Stout, and I was in like a Guinnessy mood. I'd have one, I'd just be like, I'm happy with that. I'll have another one, please.
That's the whole point of this, though. Why I've started this channel, because at the end of the day, we've been indoctrinated to think the Fosters, the Stella, the Heineken are the normal beers. Like, there's another world out there.
Yeah, there is.
There's another world, and them pubs that you're referring to are places that have gone, no, I'm not pouring that poison.
Yeah, but are they...
That commercial...
I don't know if that's the
lager.
reason. They might be going, that costs too much. Because there's a local brewery down there that will give me beer for a third of what if I was to order the premium Stellas and stuff. There's the ones where it's like, I'll get Crystal, which is the version of Stella, but it's cheaper for the Crystal.
You've also
That's
got
what they're thinking.
You've also got like a totally another demographic audience from way back when who remember this is what ale was like, this is what beer was like, the stouts, who are like, no, I don't want this commercial stuff that's taken over. The resistance that have grown into old men who are like playing golf and going, in the clubhouse, they better have something like this on tap.
I don't know if that is a big percentage, because if you get yourself a nice fresh glass of Guinness, you know you're in for a good time.
Yeah. But I think
if you have a crisp Stella on a sunny day, you know this is going to get absolutely nailed.
Again, it's a commercial one that you're referring to.
Yeah, you're talking about commercial.
You're just getting one brand of stout, or Guinness is a stout, is it not?
Yeah.
And going, oh yeah, and that's because that's the one that has been force fed down your gullet.
It is.
So you've acclimatised to it.
I'm saying it as a benchmark.
But
like, because
I'm not saying like this Murphy's is like, you know, amazing. But what I'm saying is, we have to open our minds to the fact that Guinness is just the commercial version of a whole family of stouts.
Put it this way.
We've got to make our way through them to find out, is there a better one than Guinness?
I want to do the journey. I am in. I am in for the journey. I want to be amazed and go, wow, Guinness can eat... Guinness can eat my shorts. This is the best thing ever. I want to find something that goes, holy crap.
So do I.
So wait,
wait a
minute. This is a stout.
Yeah.
Is that an ale?
But no.
Is a stout an ale?
No.
Ale's a different thing to a stout and an IPA.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what is an IPA.
An IPA is just a lower ABV than a ale.
Is it?
Yeah, and when it goes past a certain ABV, then I'm going to tell all your mates, it turns into an ale.
No way.
Anything like less than 4.5, let's say, is an IPA. But if it's more, then it's a.
And I think the difference between
I don't know.
I think the difference between an ale and a lager is like
carbonation.
Ales use like
malt.
Yeah, like barley as their main ingredients. Whereas like lager can use stuff like rice and stuff.
This is genius. This is actually genius.
Don't quote me
People
on
watching
any
the game,
of this.
not one of them said anything that was remotely true.
There wasn't one fact spat there. Just pure.
They've got it all mixed up.
That's the best thing about being in a boozer. You can just talk shorts.
That's the whole point, cheers. That's why we created the
What my actual point was, if this is what a stout is, Guinness, Conor McGregor's drink, and then you've got IPAs, which is like Brewdog and stuff, and then you've got ale, which is Bishop's Finger.
I don't know.
Bro, I had Bishop's Finger the other night. quality.
Yeah.
It's a bit more carbonated. This is super smooth stuff.
Yeah.
I
Explain
ain't a
this
fan
then.
of this.
Yeah, you
Explain
don't
I don't like
stout.
stout.
You
I
don't like stout.
I don't think
This
I
is
like
what I'm
stout.
trying to say. Like, ales and beer and lager are both carbonated.
I need some
But
carbonation.
ales put the hops in right at the beginning.
Ales aren't all carbonated. What are you talking about? Tetley's. Oh,
Not
bitter.
all.
What's bitter?
Bitter is like
That's this, isn't it?
bitter. They put the hops in right at the beginning and they brew it the whole way through. That's what makes it better.
But that's
If you want to make it sweeter, like a ale, like a
So
fruity
it's- so
ale, you put them in
basically-
right at the
so
end.
it's all
That's
the
why they
same-
call it craft.
So it's all
Craft
the same
beer.
ingredients, but it's like tea
Brewing.
bags. It's like a brewed tea. It's like making a brew.
That's why they call it
You
craft.
literally just, and then there's names for each sections of how. If it's like really dark, it's your stout.
Yeah.
Then if it's brown, it's like your bitter. Then it's like your ale. Then your IPA.
No,
then a
because then
lager.
but then you can get no.
Or am I
It's not. You
Yeah,
can't.
like-
It's nothing to do with the colour though.
When they go like that with a cup of tea, tell me how long you want it in for. With that, it's just like plonk.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
have it like.
Yeah.
Whereas with a lager, you just go plonk. Whoa!
Yeah, but
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
same
Just
time,
dip it.
at the same time, like how
Kiss it.
long you brew
Just
the.
kiss the water.
Yeah.
the
2/3 of that tea bag should still be dry.
innit? But the how long you brew the barley for can affect the colour and stuff like that.
So it's
you know
all a
what I'm
science
saying?
experiment.
It's a science. That's why they call it craft ale or craft.
I tell you
craft
what,
lager
it
or
would
whatever.
be pretty fun
But
to
this
make
is
your
what I'm
own.
trying to say. In like the 60s, I was watching a documentary, and by the way, this is pub talk, guys. This could all be nonsense. Don't go and tell all your mates. It
Probably
could be
is.
a load of nonsense.
Probably is.
But from what I gathered, in like the 60s, there was an overthrow of all breweries by like, you know, the big corporations. They call them like the Seven Sisters. And they're like, I don't know who, they must just be like, you know, tentacles who own like loads of money. And they went round to all the breweries in the UK and offered like the owners a stupid amount of money to buy the brewery off of them. But then you still run it.
Yeah.
But you run what we tell you to make. And then because it was too good to be true, everyone was conforming and selling off, and that's how they sort of took over. But then there was like a resistance, this group called Camera, started off like 24 geezers like us, all like, I can't believe what's going on with all this, like, you know, Carlsberg and Stella and stuff. Like, it's crap, it's metallic, it sucks, I don't want to drink it, I like this. They're taking all the flavour out of it. And so this like craft beer and craft ale is just like a world that we know nothing about because we weren't born in that era.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like the guardians and they were trying to stop it. And he went from like 24 people to like, in the second year, like 1,500 people. To like the third
Where
year,
have you
like
heard this?
30,000 people.
Where have you heard this?
Just a massive cult who
You're
was...
joking, there
and
should be a movie
they
about this.
They didn't reverse it.
Well, they didn't do
but
it.
They didn't manage to reverse it. But they were damning it, they were holding it, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how like certain breweries like were like, no, I'm not selling to you, and they were still making their own little craft and selling like locally
Well-
and stuff. But slowly but surely they all started getting like burnt out. But there's been a re-emergence of like, you know, ales and stuff
Like,
recently. Like
You can have
IPAs.
a small brewery.
IPAs, yeah.
You can have a small backyard brewery and put out some delicious stuff, basically.
yeah, go
with
down
a little
Southbourne.
experiment.
How many
Yeah,
microbreweries
all them,
is there?
Yeah, them festivals and like Southbourne. They've got the brew house,
microbreweries the whole
yeah.
way. You got micro
And you can
ones.
go in and you can do a day
Like
where
this.
you
Are
can
you joking?
Nah,
make the brew house.
microbreweries.
You know the brew house?
Yeah.
You can go in there and pay like on certain. You can go, look, there's 8 of us. We want to do the ale experience, and then they'll be like, right, here's how we make it. They show you all inside the brewery, and then you get tasters of all the things.
School trip.
and get
To
pissed
think of
like
it, I'm pretty sure they have the metal containers.
Yeah,
You
they
on
do.
the show,
You
don't
do
they?
the copper ones.
Big
Oh,
copper
yeah.
containers.
They must be brewing in that.
Yeah, I
Put
wanna
it
do
this
that
way.
day.
Put it this way. I'm 10 steps ahead. I've already clocked the brewing kit that I'm getting off Amazon. It's already happening, guys. We're going to be brewing our own ales. Don't
Hell
you
yeah.
worry about it.
Hell yeah.
Don't you worry about it. And here's another one quickly before we move, before we end the show. Back in the day, there used to be back in the day. There's different ways of crafting and fermenting and stuff, but they used to ferment just like a very small amount of beer, and it would almost be like a supplement, like a meal for your day. And like children and adults would have it. So you could have let's say there would be like a gallon of it, but it would be the equivalent of just like 2 glasses of wine in ABV, like percentage wise. So it wouldn't get you like too drunk. But because of the barley and stuff in it, it would be like drinking a meal in the same way like a smoothie is.
No way.
So like that's another like element to it. So there's different like things that you can use.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they
Mate,
did that.
it's cool. It's cool.
That also came down to poisonous reasons as well in like the 1600s and 17s. Even 6-year-olds and stuff would drink. It was safer to drink alcohol than it was to drink water back then because of poison.
No way.
Yeah.
Joking.
That's crazy.
So what was mead? back in
Mead,
the
that's
day?
what I was going to say. Mead was very weak. I think it was a matter of like, I swear flowers in it.
Yeah.
Don't get me. But mead was apparently very weak. What Vikings drank, you would have to drink like 20 of them.
That was probably just a guy who's like, look, I'm sick of normal water. I need to put some flavour in. I'm just crushing some of this yellow hay-looking stuff,
Well,
and I'm just like barley.
Because
or
I'm looking
something.
to like craft some, right? I've been looking at like the techers behind it, and I was like, what actually does every element do? But really, it's just the yeast fermenting that causes the ethanol
Oh really?
that makes you drunk. You know what I'm saying? And they discovered that like rotten fruit does it as well, like grapes to make wine and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You
and
guys
another
are blowing my mind.
So that's what the yeast does in it.
Really?
It like I don't know, science, mate. But I don't know enough to keep talking about it. But this is pub talk amongst the mates. You know what I'm saying? So keep it in the boozer. One last little thing though, before I forget.
You've already forgot.
Someone else said, and I don't know how true this is.
None of it.
You know, cheese and wine nights.
Yeah, I do.
It's
Love
a myth.
cheese. What?
It's supposed to be cheese and ale nights.
Is it?
You have ales with different cheeses, and apparently it goes off.
Well, that's an experiment I'm defo willing
It's
to
an old
try.
wives' tale, but it could be true.
My problem is I only like spicy cheese.
Yeah, me too.
Get some spicy
No,
cheese.
I do like normal cheeses,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I don't like too adventurous, like blue cheese and stuff like that.
No,
I'm not
but
getting
get
into
like
that.
some sort of smoky cheese.
Mate, let's get some
and an ale.
cheeses and some
You know what I'm
ales.
saying?
then.
Hold on, before we go any further, he tried Nuki Brown the other day. Do you remember that time there was nothing in but Nuki Browns and we drank them at Napier Street?
It rings a bell.
And we was like, these are rank.
Yeah, because you weren't
Were
mentally
our
ready.
palates so weak back then? Like,
Probably.
You weren't mentally ready.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't
yeah,
going in like
I've only
this.
been like an ale kind of gal for the past 2 or 3
This is what I'm saying.
years or
You weren't
something.
mentally ready for it.
at what point did we all start going in the pub ordering ales and why?
It was a couple, 2 or 3.
Let's be
In
honest,
fact,
it
it was
was
like
me.
when I moved down to.
It was him.
Yeah, when
I
we
triggered
when,
off the hobgoblin.
Yeah.
when we moved down to Bournemouth. You kind of got into them at that point.
Yeah, I was triggered from the hobgoblin.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, you know what? And I started trying different ones, and I was like, why am I drinking this skanky lager when
It's not
I've got
skanky.
flavours? Would you go in and buy a Foster's now?
Yeah, I'll buy anything.
This is what I'm saying. I
I
wouldn't.
don't know.
I
don't-
wouldn't.
I
You
went
would
to
have a
the.
Stella.
If there's nothing else there, I'd have a Stella, but I wouldn't want one. I'd always choose something different
I
to their
always go
mainstream.
for the ale.
Yeah,
like
so
if
do
there's
I.
So
any
do I.
ale there, I
Yeah.
will always go for the
Yeah,
ale.
that's what I'm
like
saying.
every time. I don't care what it is. If it's like pale ale or whatever, I'm just like Camden Pale, whatever.
Level
I'll just have
heads.
all that. Yeah, yeah.
All that
Anything
stuff.
like
Hazy
that.
heads.
And then if it's not there, I'll be like, am I in a stout mood? If I am, I'll get a Guinness. And
Yeah.
if I'm not, I'll have like a Stella or whatever. Like Whatever beer.
Well, this is
really.
what it's all occasion like this for me. If I was like bloated or something, I would rather go for something like this and start adding carbonation into my digestive system. I'd rather have something like this where it's just like it's not going to continue
I
to
haven't
build
got
the
any
bloatedness.
problems like a
I think
Stella.
I've
I'll
actually-
drink a Stella.
I think
happily.
I've actually come up with a sensible answer for mine.
What?
I think if I'm going to have a stout, it needs to be at least 4.5 ABV.
Why?
Because I can taste water when I have that, and it tastes.
Yeah,
You know,
you could have vamped it up a bit more.
The fact of having water with something else is always like, that's just disgusting kind of. I think the stronger it is, Guinness. I'm guessing Guinness is like a 4.6 or something. I bet you it is.
But what you need to take into
Can you taste
consideration,
water?
mate, all lager and beer is majority water.
Yeah, I know it
course.
is, but I don't want to taste it.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
saying,
know
what you're
but I
saying.
don't know if it's the ethanol increase.
No,
That's
I know
gonna
what Joe's
change what you need to change. I think it
is.
needs more hops.
He's saying, yeah,
Add
he's
a bit
saying,
more
Needs more
hops.
hops.
he's saying it's like
Does it?
diluted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It tastes slightly diluted.
But I don't think
like,
increasing the alcohol volume is going to change that. I think when it comes to the crafts, you're going to need to add more barley.
yeah,
or
add the
whatever the ingredient is.
Dip the
add
tea
it.
bag for
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
Add the
Add
concentrated
more hops.
juice.
I heard recently they added more hops.
Yeah.
We'll add some to this,
Add more
Murphy.
Robinsons to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, if you had a Vimto and there wasn't enough Vimto in it, you'd be like, mate, it's too warm.
Yeah, it's diluted.
That's what this is.
It's
just like-
diluted.
it's nice, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm going to give that a 1.
It needs to be...
What?
Bro, that's a 1.
I'll meet you with the 6.
Now, use
I'll meet you with the 6.
6!
I'll meet you
Yeah, I
with
like
the
If I
it. I
choose-
like it, but I can just...
Like-
I know what he's saying.
Let's get the measuring. A 5 is you would buy 4 of them from the shoppers in a 4.
Oh,
That's a 5.
Wait, if I had 4 of these in the fridge,
No,
I'll be happy.
yeah, but
A
would you
5
buy
is
4
you
of
go
them
to
in
the
the
shop
fridge?
and you buy a 4 pack.
I wouldn't personally be going looking for them, but there's nothing else in the shop and I didn't recognise anything.
No,
and
but
I
there is-
seen them now.
there
I'm like,
is- there
I know
is
what
stuff in
Murphy's
the
is
shop.
like. Like, I'll take
No,
4 of
Max,
them.
there is stuff in the shop.
It's
Oh, I
always
swear,
one-
no, I'm not buying them.
So I think that is the perfect metric
Yeah,
system.
no, he's right. That is the metric system.
But
But
I-
5 is I would get them, like, I would look around, and on any given day, they might just get picked up.
Yeah. 4 of them.
4 then, innit?
I can't see myself
So 4
gripping
then?
them. Yeah, 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah, it's a 1 for
Slightly
me.
below, because I'll just go straight for a Guinness.
There's 1 from him, 4 from us. 3.7.
Sorry.
Sorry, Danny Murphy.
These are low scores. We're going to have to
3.7.
get some delicious ales in
But
on the next episode.
if you've enjoyed this video, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember, beware the moon.
Beware the moon.